Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter with Frank the Bank and Keith KLava. You know the answer. Talking sports, breaking down the play so raw. From the Celtics to the Sox, we giving you the score. Catch the vibe, we coming live. Filling up your feed, let the passion thrive. Every dunk, every run, we analyze the moves. Shout out to the fans, feel the rhythm and grooves. From Gillette to the Garden, we ain't missing a beat. Frank and KLava bring the fire, can't accept defeat.
Hey, Frankie, it's snowing in here,
yes,
brother.
Sir,
What's
yes,
going
sir.
on? And I got the Christmas hat
I'm saying
on.
You're ready. You're festive. I didn't bring my hat this time, but it is the Christmas edition.
That's right.
Holiday edition. So what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Boston's Banter, where the sports are wicked and the banter is pissa. I'm your host, Frank the Bank. With me, as always, is Keith KLava, LaCava. What's going on, bro? Mingo Rodriguez.
I like that one, actually.
Yes, sir.
Not much Larry is, bro.
Larry is bro. I like that a lot. That's a good one. That's a real
Larry
good one.
Izzo, man.
Happy holidays to everybody. We had a great stat challenge last week. Some cool cards. Who won it for young people again?
We call him Pops, but his name's Brian McDermott.
Pops McDermott. That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
That's a cool name. I like that. And then Willis Maxim got second place. So
He's got a collection going
I'm
himself.
saying, yeah, he's a card collector too, so that's cool. This week we have really cool cards. We got the Willie McGinnis rookie autographed
From USC.
I'm saying this is a sick card. And then we also have the Old Town action-packed Al Toon. So we're asking this week for defensive yards given up by just the Patriots. So however many defensive yards they give up this week, first place gets obviously the autograph card. Second place gets the Al Toon. So good luck to everybody this week. So
Absolutely, Frankie.
let's jump into the Wicked Pissah News.
Yes, sir, Frankie. Wicked Pissah News. And as always, man, we're going to start with the Bruins update.
Yes, sir.
So the Bruins, man, finally got an overtime loss, bro.
I know. I was thinking that. That's crazy.
Yes, sir. Sitting at 20-16-1 on the season. So sitting at fourth in the standings, man, you know, could look worse. Like you said, the Atlantic, man, it's up for grabs right now.
It is. It's they lost 3 in a row at home
That's
too,
what I'm saying, right.
which is tough, including that. One it was a shootout loss to the Canucks. That was a tough loss there. So they won 4-1 over the Mammoth on last Tuesday on our last show. Then they lost to the Oilers at home. They lost in the shootout in overtime, obviously, to the Canucks at home, first of the year, and then third loss in a row to the Senators. Senators just destroyed us 6-2. They were all over us. For some reason, they just have our number this year. I feel like it's kind of weird. So why don't we move over to the Celtics though?
Yes, sir, Frankie. Celtics update. So we're gonna move over to the parquet, and Celtics are sitting at 18-11 on the season, third in the Eastern Conference, bro.
Yeah.
They're starting to look good, man. They're beating some good teams.
They're
and
playing
everything.
really good. 8-2 in the last 10 games. You like to see that. So let's break it down.
So they beat the Heat 129-116 in Boston this past Friday. Jaylen Brown again 30-point performance. He had 30 even, while Derek White had 33 points, 9 for 14 3-pointers made. Followed by a 112-96 win in Toronto this past Saturday. Jaylen Brown didn't play in this one due to an illness, but Peyton Pritchard 33 points and 10 assists, a double-double. And lastly, a 103-95 home win over the Pacers on Monday night. Jaylen Brown had 31 points and 9 rebounds.
That game was crazy. Actually, we were down 20 points. We were 10.5-point favorites to win this game. Down 20. And Missoula benched the entire starting lineup. And the bench brought us back. And basically, literally won us this game.
Absolutely.
That's how I see it. That was a great, obviously, you just sat everyone down. Said, nope. Put the bench in. They went crazy. Great comeback there. Again, against the Pacers. We're playing the Pacers again on our next game on Friday, the day after Christmas. So
we keep it rolling.
Right, big comeback, boys.
Absolutely. But Frankie, in other NBA news, we have a new NBA Cup winner. So let's bring it up real quick.
Do we have to?
I didn't want to see these guys win, man. You know, the participation trophies and everything. But, man, we can kind of roast them a little bit.
This is the most pointless trophy there is in sports right now. But go ahead.
We brought it up last year. We'll bring it up this year.
Yeah, you got to do it.
So the punk New York Knicks win this year's NBA Cup over the Spurs, 124-113. I wouldn't mind seeing Wemby win that over the Knicks because I hate the Knicks. But Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby combined for 53 points, and Brunson won Cup MVP. He averaged 34.8 points per game and 5.4 assists per game throughout the whole tournament. So, Frankie, the last time these guys won an actual championship was 1973. But bring out the participation trophies and the cup banner because this is the closest the Knicks will get to a championship in our lifetime, brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Also, each player on the Knicks, you know, they'll earn about $530,000. That's good for the rookies and the guys on smaller contracts.
That's
but honestly, though, I would have much rather, like I said, seen Wemby and the Spurs win it. I can't stand the Knicks.
I can't stand those parquet floors anyway. So we're going back to the regular parquets now that the NBA Cup's over, which is I'm sure everyone's happy about too.
Absolutely, Frankie.
Yes, sir.
So let's get into some NFL NFL news,
Yeah,
brother.
buddy.
So we got one notable extension, a guy that was actually just traded at the trade deadline, and well-deserved. He's been playing very good with this new team. So the Jags are signing wide receiver Jacoby Myers to a 3-year, $60 million extension, $40 million guaranteed. This comes 6 weeks after the Jags traded a 2026 4th and 6th round pick to the Raiders for Myers. And since acquiring him, the Jags are 5-1. And in his 6 games played in Jacksonville, he has 27 receptions, 355 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He had no touchdowns in his first 7 games in Vegas. So clearly, he fits in that system, and it's well-deserved.
It's great, too, because it's like they already have weapons.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't have to be the guy, quote unquote. And honestly, he fits in perfectly.
Absolutely.
That was a great move there. So
yeah, I mean, we didn't know how it was going to pan out, but it's working out very well for the Jaguars.
Playing out of their
They're
minds.
rolling.
They absolutely are.
We got one notable signing I want to bring up. Somebody we're very familiar with.
Yes, sir.
So the Bills signed pass rusher and former Patriot Matt Judon after his release from Miami this past week. Now, we all know Judon, man, the red sleeves in New England. Then he went over to Miami. Well, we traded him to the Falcons. Then he went over to Miami. But he's a 4-time Pro Bowler with 72 career sacks and was very productive with us. But, he slowed down the last 2 years. Now on his 3rd team in 2 seasons.
I know, it's crazy. I mean, it's a good signing for them.
It is. I mean, right now with the practice squad, he's going to be a depth piece. We'll see how he does. So, Frankie, let's bring up the notable NFL injuries. So, Packers quarterback Jordan Love suffered a concussion this past week. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, and he's considered day-to-day right now. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy suffered a hand injury this past Sunday versus the Giants, and he's going to be out week 17. Can this guy stay healthy?
I was just going to say that. He started to play good, too.
Right.
It's crazy. A couple wins in a row.
Then he gets hurt again.
It's like, that's crazy.
Chiefs quarterback Gardner Minshew tore his ACL versus the Titans, and he's out for the season. Man, the Chiefs are falling apart. No Minshew mania in Kansas City.
They got killed by the Titans.
I know.
They got smoked.
I don't even know the 3rd-string quarterback's name.
Oh, I can't even pronounce it.
Browns running back Quinshawn Judkins dislocated his ankle and fractured his fibula versus the Bills, and he's clearly done for the season, bro.
He'll be out a lot of next year, too. Somebody drafted in my league late and yours because he didn't sign his rookie contract. Nobody even knew if he was going to play.
They thought he was going to go back to Ohio State.
He was looking like a great keeper for somebody, but now it's like you got to look at how long this injury is. I feel so bad because he was having a great rookie year, honestly.
He was, absolutely. Chargers running back Kamani Vidal suffered a neck injury versus the Cowboys and did not return. His status this upcoming week is to be determined.
Yes, sir.
Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson suffered a serious contusion to his back and is considered day-to-day.
That looks such like an innocent thing, too.
Right.
I don't know. The tackle looks so innocent for a football tackle. Like, he barely got touched.
Again, I don't wish injuries on players, but I'm in the championship round, which we'll get into later, and Justin has Lamar Jackson.
No, I know. I don't. Again, Lamar's been banged up all year. You never wish anyone to get injured, but that did. After the game, they're interviewing him. Oh, I gave myself up. It's like you dove head first of all. Secondly, you barely got touched.
Right.
Honestly, you barely got touched. The guy almost just fell over him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like he
surprised.
didn't slide. He didn't slide feet first. First of all,
dude,
I don't know. It was just, to me, it was a very innocent looking thing. I was surprised too.
But yeah, Frankie. Lastly, before we get out of Wicked Pissah news, I just want to bring up something because it was a notable wide receiver from a team who's really over his team and fantasy managers that made the championship. So let's show the clip real quick.
Catch it. DK Metcalf mixing it up with someone in the stands.
Oh my gosh.
And that not going to have great consequences for the Steelers.
So Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf has been suspended 2 games after hitting a fan in the Steelers versus Lions game in Detroit this past Sunday. He tried saying the fan called him a derogatory racist term, but in reality,
his mom or something, I don't know.
But in reality, and they showed clips from the stands. Actually, they had like a fan that was filming when that happened. Even before DK walked up, he was calling him by his government name, like DK. Something.
I mean, again, the video's from a row or two behind. He leaned forward. He might have said something. This guy supposedly already had interactions with DK when he was in Seattle. Again, I can't imagine that's all he said. Honestly, for him to be mad about that, I find that hard to believe.
To punch him.
Again, it was like he tried to swipe at him, and I don't know. The whole situation's crazy, but I don't know. This thing, who knows what the guy said. You can't even see if his lips are moving when he's leaning over. The blue hair's like hanging over the guy's face. And he has been messing with DK prior to this too. Right. So it's like, I don't know. You can't swing at anybody, but you do, as an athlete, you have to keep your cool in that situation.
Keep your composure.
But, at the same time, if he did say what DK said, it's like called his mother a very derogatory
absolutely, dude.
And then called him a racial slur. I can completely understand.
But I'll be honest, I feel like DK might have reacted a bit quicker to that. Stupid to do what he did there. Yeah, now he's suspended the last 2 games.
Yeah, you got to be
careful.
And
the Steelers, man, they're not a lock for the playoffs. Man, they could drop those 2 games, and then the Ravens could take that spot.
No, you're absolutely right. So
see what happens, Frankie. Good stuff, brother.
The great Wicked Pissah news. Let's get into a Foxboro focus.
Getting back to that button. That's what I'm talking about, brother.
That was a great comeback. What a win by the boys.
A few injuries, which we'll get into in a little bit.
That was tough, though. That was tough.
So let's break it down. So the Patriots, they beat the Ravens 28-24 to bring their record to 12-3 and stay unbeaten on the road. And Frankie,
Only NFL team that is.
Let's show those highlights, brother.
Week 16, we got the Patriots at the Ravens. Ravens' first drive at the edge of the red zone, and Lamar Jackson out of the shotgun is going to be handing it off to Derrick King Henry, who hits the hole. No problems there. Good blocking for the Ravens for a 21-yard touchdown. Ravens open up the scoring. Next Patriots drive, 10 plays in, and on 3rd and 14, Drake May's feeling the pressure, and he's trying to force it into wide receiver Kayshon Boutte, but it gets picked off by cornerback Marlon Humphrey. Ravens' next drive after the Patriots turnover, and again out of the shotgun, Lamar's handing it to Derrick Henry, who's going to be losing the ball, and it's going to be recovered by the Patriots. As you see here, safety Jalen Hawkins just punched it out, Patriots ball. 10 plays into the Patriots' next drive after the Ravens turnover, and Drake May off the play action is going to find tight end Hunter Henry wide open for the 1-yard touchdown to tie the game up in the start of the second. Fast forward to 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Patriots are settling for a 45-yard field goal by kicker Andres Borregales to make the score 10-7. But on the next Ravens drive, unfortunately, quarterback Lamar Jackson would get hurt, and in comes backup Tyler Huntley. Same Ravens drive, Huntley led them down to the red zone, and they're going to convert on a 36-yard field goal by kicker Tyler Loop to make the score 10-10. And something all Ravens fans didn't want to see, a disappointed Lamar Jackson going into the locker room, and he was done for the rest of the night. Patriots trying to take the lead before halftime with roughly 20 seconds left. Drake May's feeling the pressure again. He's trying too much. He's going to get strip sacked, and it's recovered by the Ravens. Gonna stay 10-10 going into halftime. First drive for the Ravens of the second half, and they're trying to take the lead on a 56-yard field goal by kicker Tyler Loop, but it's going to come up short, staying a tied game. Next Patriots drive, and 6 plays in, they're going to try a 41-yard field goal, and it's going to be successful by kicker Andres Borregales to take a 13-10 lead. Next Ravens drive, and backup Tyler Huntley led them down to the red zone. He's going to be doing the end-around handoff to wide receiver Zay Flowers, and he's got some speed, he's got some blocks, and he's going to be taking it in for an 18-yard touchdown run. Ravens retake the lead. Start of the fourth quarter, and after stopping the Patriots, Ravens will get back in the red zone, and Tyler Huntley's handing it off to King Henry, who walks it in for an easy 2-yard touchdown run. Ravens go up by 2 possessions. 7 plays into the next Patriots drive. Drake May out of the shotgun. He's going to be looking downfield for his speedster rookie wide receiver, Kyle Williams, for a nice breadbasket 37-yard touchdown. Drake May put it right on the money, and as you can see, he got 1, 2, touchdown, baby. And the Patriots are going for 2 to make it a 3-point game, and Drake May is trying to find somebody, and he's going to find running back Ramondre Stevenson for the 2-point conversion to make the score 24-21. Next Patriots drive after stopping the Ravens down 3, and on 4th and 2, Drake May is going to find wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who makes a nice catch and takes it 21 yards to keep the drive alive. 2 plays after that big 4th down conversion, and Drake May's handing it off to running back Ramondre Stevenson, who's finding some blocks, breaking some tackles, and getting in for a 21-yard go-ahead touchdown run with roughly 2 minutes left in the 4th. Next Ravens drive, down 4 with a little under 2 minutes left. Tyler Huntley's looking for wide receiver Zay Flowers, who's trying to make some moves, but he's going to get stripped by linebacker KLava Chason, and the Patriots recover. Zay Flowers trying a little too much, and he gets the ball punched out by linebacker KLava Chason, who's having a hell of a year. Ravens out of timeouts, and the Patriots just trying to ice the game, and Drake May's faking the handoff to Ramondre Stevenson. He's keeping it himself, and he's taking it 16 yards for a big first down, and that's going to do it. Patriots are going to go on to win 28-24 on the road versus the Ravens, bringing their record to 12-3, still undefeated on the road, and yes, the Patriots clinch a playoff spot. Let's go.
So yeah, man, like I said, they were down. It wasn't looking too promising. The Ravens, they were looking high-powered. And I don't know why Derrick Henry got benched for the last 12 minutes of the game.
They were ripping Harbaugh after that. And again, he had a great game against us, but he had a very costly fumble again.
He did.
It's not like, I don't know.
So did Zay Flowers.
Yeah, that's a fact.
As we saw in the highlights there.
I don't know. That was tough there. I mean, Drake May went off his first 300-yard game in his career.
I know.
Over 380 for crying out loud. He went crazy.
Absolutely,
so,
Frankie.
I don't know. We got to watch some turnovers, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
He had a
Especially in the
couple
red
loose
zone,
ones.
too, man. We could have had a field goal at the end of the half, man.
Yeah.
So here's what I noticed from the offense, Frankie. So it was a tale of two halves for Drake May. In the first half, Drake May was 15 for 20, 178 yards, 1 touchdown, but 2 turnovers. An INT in the first and a costly fumble like we were just talking about toward the end of the first half in field goal range to keep the score tied 10-10 going into half where we were getting the ball.
Yes, sir.
Then in the second half, he threw for 202 yards, another touchdown with no turnovers, and he also completed 4 of 5 passes over 20 air yards for 111 yards. And led the Patriots on an 89-yard game-winning drive with just over 2 minutes left. My boy May, like you just said, finished with 380 pass yards, hit his first 300-yard game, and he did that with the offense dealing with a bunch of injuries. Like I said, we'll get into that later. But yeah, man, he was showing the resiliency there.
I like that. We talked about it. We want Diggs more snap share out there. He was out there a lot. He caught a ton of balls.
That's what I'm saying. Crucial.
And when he's out there, more snaps. I feel like the offense is firing a lot better, honestly.
Absolutely. He keeps them pumped up. Had problems on third down, though. Going 4 for 12, but 2 for 3 on the very crucial fourth downs, which we actually saw Diggs catch that big fourth down pass at the end of the game. And speaking of the injuries, we talk about next man up mentality, and wide receiver Kyle Williams made the most of his opportunities, again, including a 37-yard touchdown, breadbasket throw, perfect by Drake May in the second half.
Catch, honestly.
And the veterans, they made the 11-point comeback possible. Wide receiver Stephon Diggs and Mac Hollins, they caught big pass after big pass, including, like I just said, Diggs on that crucial fourth down catch in the fourth quarter, bro.
Mac Hollins made a great catch when he went up and got that ball,
That's what
too.
I'm saying.
He
elevates, dude.
Oh, my gosh, crazy.
Gotta love it. But frankly, let's get into what I noticed from the defense real quick.
Defense.
So run defense, heavily lacking again. We allowed
in a row.
That's what I'm saying.
200-yard rushes in a row.
We allowed 171 rush yards in this game, and even with Lamar hurt, we were put in an 11-point hole in the fourth quarter. I was like, dude, what the is going on?
I'm saying.
But after going down 11, the D stepped up. In the Ravens' final 2 possessions, we forced them to punt, and after we took the lead, we forced a huge fumble courtesy of our boy KLava Chase on with under 2 minutes left. Yep. That dude's been playing great with us.
Out of his mind.
You know, it's like he was a first-round pick to the Jags a few years ago, and I think he had like 5 sacks through his first 4 seasons. He had 5 sacks with the Raiders last year. Bro, he's already got like 7 with us, some forced fumbles.
He's playing great. That was a great
I hope we re-sign him. And 4 sacks with the defensive injuries we were dealing with, so that stood out to me, man. You know, like I said, the next man up mentality, those guys are doing what they had to do to preserve a win.
I like it.
But frankly, let's get into those injuries, and we had some notable ones.
We had some bad ones, honestly.
Bring it up. We're going to start with the rookie dynamic running back, Travion Henderson. He left with a concussion and did not return. His status this upcoming week is to be determined. Wide receiver Demario Douglas suffered a hamstring injury. Same with him. His status is to be determined. Defensive tackle Joshua Farmer, he suffered a hamstring injury as well. Defensive tackle Kyrus Tonga suffered a foot injury, and he actually might miss the next 2 games. You know, they're going to try to get him healthy again for the playoffs.
Well, it's just, the injuries are tough, though, man.
We're getting banged up on the D-line. Yeah, all those guys didn't return, Frankie, so we hope to have them back. You know, I know, like, Kyrus Tonga is probably not going to be back next week, but again, get him healthy for the playoffs and everything.
Yeah,
I know we got the Jets coming up this week. So, upcoming, like I said, week 17 at the Jets, we got them coming up, bro, on the road. So, the Jets just lost 29-6 at the Saints in week 16, bringing their record to 3-12. Mind you, they only had 195 total yards and allowed 412 total yards to a rookie quarterback-led Saints, getting sacked 8 times and converting 2 of 15 on third downs. That's all I got to say. They look like
crazy on fantasy defense-wise. You picked them up.
Thank you, bro.
And Tyler Show went nuts.
Yes, he
had
did.
A great game for them, honestly. So he looked actually like him and LaCava went nutty.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But
I mean,
bro,
I got the Jets. I mean,
when
I
it comes
the Pats killing the
when
Jets,
it comes to the prediction, man, I'm taking the Pats.
I'm taking the Pats too.
All in all, the Jets just look like. I actually saw an interesting stat, bro. So Garrett Wilson hadn't caught a pass since like the middle of October.
Yep.
He still leads the team in receiving yards.
That's nutty.
Isn't that insane?
That's crazy.
Like I said, they look like.
Sir.
See what happens, Frankie. Good stuff, brother.
Love it. Another great Foxboro focus, especially when we win. Let's get into a wicked, smart fantasy stats. So, unfortunately, your boy lost to Justin. I'm out of your league. Well, I'm in the third place consolation money.
Still
game.
get that 400.
If I win that, but that was a tough loss. I mean, we do studs and duds. I'm not even gonna bring it up because my team just did not perform. There's, Dudley do wrongs, the whole team. I mean, Justin's team, again, Justin, you're a good fantasy football player, but man, I look up every single guy he started. We have 3 flexes, mind you. Every single guy he started had at least 1 touchdown except for 1 guy. I know his quarterback got hurt and only had him like 5 points.
Yep.
Every single guy. He had Chase Brown, I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, he's got 6 yards in the first quarter. He didn't even have a point.
I know. I remember I saw
he
that
ended up with 3 freaking touchdowns
He went
after
off.
the first quarter.
He went off,
You know what
dude.
I mean? And then he's got a tight end who had 2 touchdowns. One happened to be a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
There's like tight ends every single season, maybe 3 or 4 times do a tight end get a rushing touchdown in the season.
Right.
Of course he gets that. His team went off. I mean, nothing you can do. We talked about Zay Flowers. He had Zay Flowers doing absolutely nothing with Lamar. Huntley comes in, goes absolutely bananas. So then my team, again, Justin, good luck. You already won his league 2 years in a row. It's kind of crazy, and you knocked me out in the finals of your league last year.
He's killing it.
It was just crazy. So Trey McBride, the first week he decides not to have 8,000 catches in a game. He got 6 points for me. Crazy.
So that's when he gets.
Yeah, that obviously he's a dub. My whole team was pretty. I mean, I lost by 20 something. It was like somewhat close. My best player was Steph Diggs. He had 20 something points. Everybody else was under 20 points, including
gross.
So it was tough. And then Bucky Irvin, we got to talk about that. Can we get like an investigation into Todd Bowles? Is he like betting on Bucky Irving not to score a touchdown or something? Did you see the stats? People
I know.
are calling for this dude's head.
Sean Tucker's on the goal line.
So I gotta bring this up. First of all, I'm gonna look at these stats that I took a picture of this and I seen this, and it was kind of crazy. And I'm watching the game. Bucky gets him down to the 1 yard line. Take him out. Right? They throw on the 1, first and goal from the 1. They throw a ball to Evans. Mike Evans caught it. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. That sucks. Bucky got us down there. Bucky is dynamic, first of all. Everyone loves the guy. He's their best running back by far.
Right.
0 targets in the game, mind you, too. He's one of the best open field running backs in the NFL. Get him in some space. You think you get him a target? No. At the goal line or near the goal line. In this game, this weekend, 8 times they were within like the 3 yards or closer. 8 different times. He had 0 touches.
Gross.
Okay. Sean Tucker got 7.
That's
in there.
insane.
Catching back, Rashad White got 1. Bucky Irving.
No sense.
He had 80-something yards for the game. He's averaging more yards than all these bums. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's what they go with. So, again, I'm not blaming on everybody else. I mean, I lost. It is what it is. But, man.
Hey, you can't control
investigate this man.
Yes, sir. I agree,
Let's
Frankie.
get into it.
I agree, Frank. I'm sorry that happened.
It is what it is. You know, good job, Justin. I know you had it. I mean, good stuff. But you had a big win in my league. And I told you at my draft, I thought your team was really good.
Finally, got some luck going my way. So let's break it down. Like Frankie said, so week 16 of the semifinals, I won. Beat the number 1 seed, Armani. 171.60 to 154.82. Honestly, at one point, I thought I was done, man. He's projected to beat me by almost 40 points.
Yeah, buddy.
My 4 o'clock just went off. But real quick,
did.
Armani, I hate to bring it up, but Justin, he told me he's going to be putting the curse on you again, brother, for harboring those quarterbacks, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, the curse is real, Armani. We talked about it for 2 weeks in a row. You got booted out of Keith's league first round.
And he was the number 1
in my
seed.
league, you're projected to win by 40. You're out again. You don't mess with the fantasy gods.
That's right.
See, Keith's league, we were all gentlemanly, sending each other, good luck, fellas. We love you. You know, deep down, we want every guy to break their ankle.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're being polite. We're like, hey, good luck, guys. Congratulations for getting this far. You want to try to cook me, the commissioner. Karma came for you, man. Fantasy gods, you don't ever do that. Now you learn. I'm reversing the curse against you for my league moving forward. But Justin's trying to do another one for Keith's league and in my league, all of it. So that's a different curse completely.
Yes, sir. So I'm sorry, Armani, but hey, man, we'll see what happens next year. But yeah, let's break it down real quick. My studs and duds, brother. I'm on to the championship game versus Justin. So tight end Kyle Pitts, 2 weeks in a row, man, he's performing pretty well. I mean, he got under 20 this time. He didn't get no 49, but he got me 18.7. You know, he had on 9 targets, 7 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. My boy Kenneth Gainwell, bro, 25.8.
That catch was filthy.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. And I got lucky with that one, but as did Armani with that Michael Wilson catch, the one from Jacoby Brissett.
That was a sick catch. That was sick.
128 total yards, 1 receiving touchdown, like Frankie was just talking about. My kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn, the number 4 kicker in the league, he's been lighting it up all year, 17.4. And then, Frankie, like you were talking about, I'm starting the Saints defense versus the Jets, man.
That was a good pickup, man. That was a good pickup.
25.5, 8 sacks, a pick, 11 tackles for a loss, and a fumble recovery.
Good defense this year, actually. But I mean,
the number 11 defense in the league, bro. Underrated, bro. And then here are my duds. Wide receiver Jordan Addison, who actually dropped the touchdown pass at one point. He got 4.6, only 2 catches for 26 yards. Man, it sucks now that J.J. McCarthy's not in, but I don't know. We'll see how he does next week. Wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, man, another guy who's just been 4.2, 3 catches for 12 yards. And then running back Javonte Williams, 6.3, 43 total yards. He's actually been pretty solid for me.
He got banged up, though. That's why he left that game.
Yeah, man. So very unfortunate. Hope those guys can step it up next week. But yeah, your boys moving on to the championship round.
I'm so happy for you, man. Like I said, I told you the day of the draft, I liked your team a lot. I said that to you. You remember?
Yes, I
You
do.
know what I mean, and the year before, I said you're gonna be in last place. So
Hey.
I was right about that too.
Frank Stradamus.
Damn right. So that was awesome. Good for you,
Yes,
man.
sir,
But
Frankie.
let's jump into your weekly. This is your last weekly sleepers,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So why don't we do your last weekly sleepers for week 17? What do you got?
So
for me?
week 17 championship round, the weekly
Let's
sleepers. And again, this is
go.
based off guys. You're dealing with injuries and everything. You got to get a spot start and put somebody in. I figure these guys will be able to help you out based off the matchups. So number one, Frankie, I'm going to go with Broncos wide receiver Troy Franklin at the Chiefs. And I actually got him. I'm thinking about starting him this week.
I like it.
So this guy has had a roller coaster of a season when it comes to fantasy value. He's trending up, then goes down. But considering the circumstances, I believe he'll have a good week this week. For starters, wide receiver Pat Bryant, prayers to him and everything.
Yeah.
He was carted off the field and
bad.
taken to the hospital in Sunday's game versus the Jags with a head injury. Thankfully, he has movement in all his extremities, but that does open up things for more volume for Franklin.
Yeah.
Franklin, who is Bo Nix's college teammate from Oregon, we always talk about it. The chemistry is there. He's had some big performances this year. He has a total of 57 catches on the year for 626 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he's going against the Chiefs defense, who on paper look good against wide receivers, but with Pat Mahomes and now Gardner Minshew out for the year, the Chiefs D is going to get no rest and have to constantly be on the field due to the Chiefs' offensive problems.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. They're going to be tired, bro. They're going to be letting up some yards. They allowed 122 yards to Titans wide receivers alone last week, Frankie. And I think Franklin and the Broncos put on a clinic against them this week. So number two, actually, this is a position I haven't brought up as a sleeper, but we're going to break it down. I got a defense
I
here.
knew you were gonna go defense.
So
I
number
think
two,
I know who it is.
Saints defense
Yep.
and special teams at the Titans,
I like
Frankie.
that.
So for starters, the Saints may be 5-10, but a lot of their problems are on offense. Currently, like I said, they have the 11th ranked defense, the 6th ranked pass defense, and the 9th ranked third down defense. And this week versus the Titans could bode very well for the Saints, considering the Titans have the 31st ranked total offense and passing offense, the 30th ranked rushing offense. And what did I say? The Saints have the 9th ranked third down defense? Well, the Titans have the dead last 32nd ranked third down offense. Mind you, these guys just got me nearly 26 points last week in fantasy, like we were just talking about, versus the Jets. But again, they're going against a team this week.
Yeah.
I could truly see another superior performance for this underrated defense this week.
I like that. There's another one too this week that, again, if you'd really need it, Vegas. It's in Vegas. New York going to Vegas. Like Jackson Dart had 0 completions in the first
know.
half.
That was
0 and a
gross.
half
That was
against the
gross.
Vikings. And so again, if you really need a defense, Vegas is kind of a sleeper too. I
That's
like
true.
the Saints the best.
No,
though.
that's a good
sleeper.
one. And then number 3, I got Bengals tight end Mike Gesicki versus the Cardinals. Now, Gesicki's starting to get into a rhythm in the later part of the season, especially with Burrow being back. Last week versus the Dolphins, his former team, he had 4 targets, 3 catches for 35 yards, and a nasty touchdown. He's had at least 4 targets 4 of the last 5 weeks and a touchdown in 2 of the last 3 weeks. This week could provide some fantasy value for managers in the championship dealing with injuries like I've been talking about. For starters, Gesicki is going against a 26th ranked Cardinals defense who are allowing the 8th most receptions, 8th most yards, tied 4th most touchdowns, and 7th most fantasy points per game to tight ends. We were talking about it last week.
Yes,
Them
sir.
going against Kyle Pitts. I could see Gesicki doing his horrible gritty twice this week, getting in the end zone.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
cool.
mean? But Frankie, let's hear those FanDuel picks for week 17.
Yeah, I got Trevor Lawrence, who's been playing
10
out of his
touchdowns the last
mind.
2.
I'm saying-
Armani benched him against me.
I know. Well, against Denver, you'd think I would have did it too. Brissett's been great.
I know, but I
thought
don't
that
know,
game was
man.
going to be a shootout. I wouldn't have started Trevor Lawrence against Denver. I took Denver to beat him. Denver got smoked. Honestly, the Jags look really strong right now, honestly. But I'm taking him. He's hot.
Jags.
Indy just got lit up by Brock Purdy. Purdy just lit him up. Did whatever he wanted against
Yep.
him. So he's only 8,000 this week. It's slimmer pickings this week because we have 3 games on Christmas. We have 2 on Saturday. And then this is just Sunday games that we're doing. So this is just Sunday lineup. So I got Tajay Spears at 4,900. He looked really good. You just talked about New Orleans defense. Tony Pollard looked terrible last
Yeah,
week,
don't
honestly.
remind
So
me.
I know. It didn't hurt you. Luckily, you still made
11
it.
points, but he could have looked better.
Yeah, he could have looked better. Tajay Spears, honestly, if they're playing from behind, he's going to be out there a lot. He played really good this past week.
Right.
So I took Chase Brown against Arizona. Arizona's terrible. They're bottom 3 against the run. He just went off against me. We talked about that. So he's pretty good for 8,000. And then Brian Thomas Jr., I'm stacking with Trevor Lawrence. So Indy's secondary has been terrible all year. He's only 6,300. I feel like he could have a really big game.
I can see it.
Right? And then another same game with Uncle Rivers going nuts. Alec Pierce. Playing out of his mind. He's only 5,800. He just went nuts. So he seems to be his favorite target. So
Absolutely.
those are kind of my discounted guys here. This is my team. Let me know what you think there.
Yes, sir. Trevor Lawrence, like I said, 10 touchdowns the last 2 weeks going up against Indy. Brock Purdy lit him up. He's going to do the same this week. Tajay Spears, he's been vulturing things from Tony Pollard and Frankie. I hope it doesn't happen again this week. I got Tony Pollard.
I know
but again, he's going to get his versus the Saints.
They're playing from behind.
Yes, sir. And Chase Brown, he had 3 touchdowns last week. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another 3 touchdowns this week versus the Cardinals defense. BTJ going up against the Colts. I like that matchup right there. Then you got wide receiver Jamar Chase going up against the Cardinals. Like I said, they got a defense that could bode well for Jamar Chase. He's due for a big game.
Yeah, he is.
Wide receiver Alec Pierce, he had 2 touchdowns on Monday night with Uncle Phil Rivers.
Uncle Riv.
You know what I mean? Seems to be his favorite target, like you said. Tight end Darren Waller, man, he's back, and he's been looking back like he's back in form.
He's cheap money, too.
Especially in the red zone. They love looking for him. He's 6'6", dude, going up against Tampa Bay.
He's been good this year.
And flex, same game. You got Devon Achane, Darren Waller's teammate, going up against the Bucs,
he's been hot, too.
Man, the volume with him is just through the roof, man. He's getting like always 20 touches a game.
So good.
And then Frankie's got the Raiders defense going up against Jackson Dart.
0 completions in half of football. That's insane.
Jackson Fart, I call him.
Yes, love it.
Hey, good luck, Frankie.
You too, buddy. Let's get into a lava round. We're tied up.
Yes, we are again, man. 2 weeks left in the season.
Crazy. They're so close.
Yes, sir.
Give us our records, brother.
So NFL weekly picks from week 16. Frankie, you went 10-6 last week. You took the Broncos over the Jags, and that was the only difference, bro.
They got me.
Yes, sir. And bringing your overall record to 155, 82-1. And then I went 11-5. Like I said, I picked the Jags over the Broncos.
Yep.
But again, we're tied. Bringing my overall record same as yours, 155, 82-1. So yeah, Frankie, let's get into the NFL Week 17 picks. You name them, we'll predict them.
I like it. We got games on Christmas, which is cool. They're trying to steal Christmas away from the NBA because the NBA's been having a ton. But now, you know what? The NFL don't like that.
NFL,
all day. We're going to be watching NFL. Cowboys going to Commanders. Who you got?
I got the Cowboys there.
All day, every day.
They're out of the playoffs, but I got the Cowboys.
Easy money. This game's a little more interesting. Lions at the Vikings. Who you got?
So, Frankie, the thing is, I'm going to take the Lions, but I just got to bring this up real quick. So I did a 10-leg parlay last week on a bunch of games, and the only game I got wrong was the Lions-Steelers. I would have won $950.
Yeah, I mean, I meant to bring this up in the Foxboro Focus, but Travion getting hurt, I needed him to just have 30 yards for like a 12-legger. Me and Adam had him on several parlays, mind you, but he got hurt. We only needed 30 yards out of this dude, and I feel so bad that he got hurt, but it really sucked to not get that money. But nonetheless,
I'm picking the Lions, but the Lions, but I'm still going to take them against the Vikings, especially with Max Brosmer in.
Right. I mean, the Vikings are banged up. Vikings defense really did some things last week, and they're either hit or miss, and it's at home, which I like for them, but I got to take the Lions.
Yeah, they're desperate right now.
Especially after a loss, too.
Yeah, the way they lost.
Yeah,
dude, I was jumping around my living room. They got the touchdown. There was OPI. I'm like, come on, bro.
Broncos at Chiefs. I want the Chiefs to win this game, but I'm absolutely not taking the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Broncos, man.
Yeah,
I'm taking the
Broncos all day. So let's move on to the Saturday games. This game, one of the games of the week. Texans going to the Chargers. Who you got?
You know I'm not picking Herbert, bro. I'm taking the Texans here. They're going to get 6 sacks against them.
I'm actually going with the Chargers.
Woo!
Yeah, I think they've been actually getting it right lately. They're playing pretty dang good. So I'm going to take the Chargers.
Herbert's going to fold, man. It's that time of the year where he always folds, bro.
I hope you're wrong. I like Herbert, but you're right. A lot of the time that happens with him.
Hey, the proof is in the pudding.
Hell yeah. Ravens going to the Packers also Saturday. I got the Packers. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking the Ravens here. All
right, cool. I like that. We got one difference right there. Bucks at Dolphins. This is the Sunday 1:00 games.
Yeah, Frankie, this one, the Bucks, 2 Florida teams. The Bucks, man, they've been surprising, looking like the Dolphins. We knew they were going to look like at the same time, man. It seems like one of those games now where you're wondering like who's going to come out on top. But I'm going to have to take the Bucks. I mean, they have to beat the Dolphins, right?
Yeah, I don't think
every time we think they're going to beat somebody, they lose.
Yeah,
they lost to the Panthers last week.
They should have won that game.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Todd Bowles going to take some heat from everybody, including us. Bucky Irvin's going to touch the ball 500 times this week, probably.
We'll see, man.
Pats at Jets. We both taking Pats. We already talked about that. Steelers at Browns. What do you got there? I know DK's gone, but the Browns are banged up, too.
Yeah, so. I'm taking the Steelers.
Me too. Pretty easy. Jags going to Uncle Rivers' house, Indianapolis Colts. Who you got there?
Yeah, I got the Jags, bro.
Me too. That's an easy one.
Easy.
Saints at Titans. I'm going Saints.
Saints, bro.
All day. Seahawks at Panthers. Panthers pretty good at home. Who you got?
Yeah, they are pretty good at home, but I'm going to be honest, the way the Seahawks have been lighting it up, man, putting points on the scoreboard, I'm going to be taking the Seahawks here.
I mean, I could see the Panthers winning this one in certain situation, but yeah, I got to go Seahawks all day. Cards at Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals.
I'm going Bengals, man. I mean, they're out of the playoffs too, but yeah, I mean, they're more high-powered in my opinion.
I like it. Giants going to Vegas. Who you got here?
Yeah, both teams, man.
It's a toilet bowl game.
This is the definition of a toilet bowl. But man, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take the Giants here.
I'm gonna go Vegas. I don't know. They looked okay
Well, we got
last
three
week.
differences right now.
Two. We got two. We got
we have three. Because you took the Packers. I took
we
the
do
Ravens.
have three. We're Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this will be the third one.
Three differences.
Three differences.
Wow,
Yeah.
this
So
is the most we've had all year.
I'm going Vegas. I mean, they actually used Genty a little bit more than they have, which I thought they played good. He had the most receiving yards, I think, too, in this game. So that was good.
I'm gonna take the Giants.
I like it. I'm going Vegas. Eagles at Bills. This is quite a game right here.
This
This is the game of the week.
It is, man. It's in Buffalo. But, dude, the Bills, man, they've been looking like they've been struggling against teams and having to always come back. Yeah. I'll be honest, man, they get down on the Eagles. It's not going to be easy for them, especially with, Barkley, and then you got Hurts the way he can run. So I'll be honest, man, just for the hell of it, I'm taking the Eagles.
Wow, this is such a game that I don't even know what to do in this game either. I want the Bills to lose, obviously,
That's what I'm saying.
This is a tough one for me. I'm gonna take the Bills at home.
Four differences.
I'm just going with my gut on this one. I don't know. Eagles have looked sloppy until last week, and they played a crappy team. But
you're right.
I don't know. The Bills don't look right either on offense. So it's a lot of weird stuff going on here. But I got to go Bills on this one. Bears at 49 is also a very interesting game. 49 has been playing really good.
They've been playing really good. The Bears have as well, especially, last week against the Packers, the way they came back. But I'll be taking the 49ers here. I'll take the home team.
I'm going to take 49ers too. They've been playing really good. The Bears, though, they're something else, man. That comeback win this past week against Packers.
Caleb's something, man.
He's good. He's going to be real good. Last game of the week, Rams at Falcons. I'm going Rams.
Yeah, I'm going Rams. Yeah, this is an easy one.
I like it. Four differences.
That
might be the most since week one.
Since we started the show.
I mean, it could be.
We'll see what happens.
Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck, Frankie.
Another great Lava round, another great show. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Absolutely.
all the good stuff to you guys.
Appreciate
out there.
all you guys.
It's just been a wonderful time.
Frank, I don't know what the that was. Finish your lines,
I'm saying,
dude.
again, good luck if you're in the championship, like my boy Keith. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't.
Frank, I don't know what the hell is going on, man. You break it down for me.
It's the new movie Anaconda with Jack Black. This thing looks awesome.
Jack Black, Paul
Rudd's
Rudd,
in it. I know.
Steve Zahn, man. They got a comedic cast for Anaconda.
It's gonna be funny. This is gonna be a funny movie.
Actually, I saw they had a cameo for Ice Cube in it as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
hell
gonna
yeah.
be good.
Holy Frankie, there's an anaconda over there.
Oh my god,
dude. Okay, I don't know. Is it like a dinosaur? If we move, is his vision based on movement?
No, we gotta get out of here.
Who the hell is that?
Keith, where'd the snake go?
Hey, okay. I think you might be safe, actually. Oh, Frankie, dude, come on, man. Let's get up on out of here.
From Tinseltown to your town, stay Wicked Pissah.
From Santa Slay to where you guys lay, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys next week. Oh,